Hey Cool Cat, this is Ben Marcoux with self-helpsax.com. I'm a saxophone teacher and performer as well as a high productivity coach. So it is my passion to get you to a place where you're getting the most out of your day and the most out of your practice session. So that's what I feel my job is. So today we are going to talk about assembling and adjusting the saxophone. And this came to mind for a couple reasons. I had some fun conversations with students, and also I'm just getting ready to shed. So let me just put this down on the floor and we'll get back to that in a minute. So let's begin with why this is important. Why is it important that we adjust the saxophone and assemble it properly? So this is why. We want to keep our saxophone in a good playing condition. This makes it easier to play and it saves you a bunch of money on repairs. So whatever reason resonates more with you, just know that that's why we're doing this. So like I said, today we're covering putting together the saxophone and adjusting it to our performer's posture, which we talked about in another video. And now I just want to give one safety disclaimer for you, but mainly it's for the saxophone. The parts of the saxophone are extremely fragile. Don't leave them up on tables or chairs or on your music stand. Don't grab your saxophone by the rods or the keys or the neck. You only grab the saxophone by the bell and you support it from underneath, okay? So no matter what we're doing, that's how this works. So now let's just dive right in. I took a little shortcut. I already put my neck strap on, because I messed up my neck really bad, so I got to use the Van Doren saxophone support system. So rather than show you that process, just put your neck strap on right now. So we're going to begin by attaching the mouthpiece to the neck, okay? So I'm going to pop down here. I'm going to throw a picture up next so you actually know what this looks like. So boom, open my case. That's what we're seeing, the same thing right now. I am going to grab my neck and I'm going to grab my mouthpiece. Now, I've got a little trick that I use for the mouthpiece. We'll talk about that another time. But you want to take the ligature in the cap, put that back where you got it, okay? So now I recently greased my neck, my cork, but I'll do it just to show you. So what you do is you just take a little bit of cork grease. You just apply it evenly, but like I said, you don't need that much. And then to really make this work, you take your fingers and you just smear it like that. And then luckily this sweatshirt's pretty cheap, so I take the greasiness and I go like that. If you're wearing some nice clothes, don't do that. And then it's just a simple matter of taking it and twisting it together. And what you want is the mouthpiece where the hole is, you want that to be on the opposite side of where the octave key is, so they're kind of lined up. So let's see if you can see what I mean. Like that, they're lined up. And you might have to adjust this a little bit, but that's okay. This is a good starting point. So next, we want to add the reed to the mouthpiece. And rather than try to show you this, I got a picture, and I'll also try to show you, but just to make sure you can really see it, check the picture out. So I'm going to do that now. In order to do this, here's how I go about it. I take my reed. I got a whole different process for prepping reeds. We'll go over another time. So I take my reed. I moisten the whole thing. And here's my little secret. I put the ligature on first because the amount of reeds I've killed by putting the ligature over the reed numbers in a higher number than I want to admit. So here we go. I'm going to just align that nice as such. Tighten the screw. I prefer and recommend you do the same. Really, don't over tighten, but make sure it's tight. Make sure you don't want the reed to be able to move at all. So there you go. That's what that looks like. And like I said, you can also see the picture. Hopefully I can do it. But you just want a thinnest rail of black over the top of the reed. And that's great. That looks awesome. So now what I'm going to do is grab the body of the saxophone. Remember, by the bell. Put it on my knee. Take the end plug out, put it back in my case. Attach the neck to the saxophone as such. Then I attach the neck strap to the saxophone, and then just pretending that I'm sitting, I now have the horn completely together. All right, so it's all assembled, but I have not adjusted it to my body yet. So I'm going to adjust my chair a little bit so it's more comfy for me. This is an important note as well. When you're practicing, you should do everything you can to practice in a chair that has no sides. Okay? So now we're getting into adjusting the saxophone to our body. So how do we do that? It's pretty simple. Step one, review your performer's posture video. So remember, that's vertical alignment, all that. I'm not going to go into that again. Then you tighten the neck strap until the mouthpiece is where you want it in your mouth. Then the next thing is, because you don't want to move to the saxophone, you always bring the saxophone to you. So you're going to tighten the neck strap, and you're going to adjust the neck, moving it this way, and the mouthpiece however you need it in order to maintain perfect performer's posture and have the saxophone close to where you, to have the saxophone where you need it for playing. So the proper position for the saxophone, you will pull the butt end, or this is called the bow or the bow, I'm not sure, towards your right hip. I know a lot of people say play alto and tenor, they play it in the middle. I don't like that. I think it'll hurt your hands, and it will not give you the best chance to sound good. I know that not everyone agrees with that, but that's okay. So you're doing that, and when you do that, you're going to have to pull the bow close to your right hip. You're going to have to tighten the neck strap a little more. And then there you go. You're ready to play. You've got the saxophone perfectly assembled and perfectly adjusted to your body. And just a small note, when you go from playing sitting down to standing up, you're going to need to tighten your neck strap even more, okay? So we just covered how to safely assemble the saxophone so that you can not worry about hurting it or damaging the instrument, and also you won't hurt yourself. And we also talked about adjusting the saxophone to perfect performer's posture. So yeah, I hope that you got a lot of value out of this video. I know it's not the most exciting material right now, but this is really important, and it's how I begin all my lessons with all my students. So if you found some value in this, please leave a comment below, whether we're on Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Search for SelfHelpSax, all one word, on YouTube. Find me on Facebook, SelfHelpSax. And the best thing you can do is sign up for Backstage VIP Daily, which is a daily newsletter I write every day, 100% free, gets sent to your email, and it's got everything from transcriptions to video lessons and beyond. And it's my daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and information for you so that you can get the most out of your saxophone playing and your day. So yeah, join the VIP, and I hope to see you inside there really soon.